Hello and welcome to my fluid art studio. I'm Cynthia from Create More Art. In today's video, we're going to explore with the color yellow. I hope you enjoy, and if you like it, please subscribe and hit the like button. It would be greatly appreciated. In today's video, we're going to explore with the color yellow because outside today it's kind of gloomy and looking like rain. So I decided let's try to color something colorful. So that's what I'm going to use, and my colors are custom mixed. I mixed up some Master's Touch paint and created a whole new color for me. So as part of the fun of creating art is you can make whatever colors you are feeling at that time. So this is a blend of yellow medium that's been with some white, and then I put a little iridescent medium in there. Let me swirl that around a little bit. So I put a little iridescent medium in it to give it a little shine. Put the weight back to the middle. So I'm going to call that a iridescent pale yellow. And this is Folk Art Gold. And this is another custom color. I took the yellow and I added just a little bit of red to it to make it this kind of corally color. And I also put some iridescence in it. And this is the Master's Touch Yellow Medium. Normally I put down 2 cell activators, but on this one I'm just going to try 1. Give it a good mix. And that's white. Okay, that's looking pretty. Pop a little bubbles. I just mixed my paint, so that's why there's more bubbles in here. I do like to sew in little cells. So you just barely touch them and they go away. I'm just going to do a light little spin. I'm going to add just a little bit of pillow paint. I'm going to make sure I keep that separate from my cell activator because I have made that mistake before. Picked up the wrong one. I'm assuming I'm not the only one who does stupid things like that. Just pushing the pillow to the edge. And I'm just doing little squigglies. No rhyme, no reason. Just for fun. Okay. Let's figure out where the way of the paint is. Let's give it a little spin. I'm hoping to have a little bit of negative space on it, but depending on how much pillow paint I put down will determine that. You can't have it too thick on there. Otherwise you're going to have problems. Okay. I really do like coasters. They're fun to create. And they don't take up too much space in your house. Unlike canvases. They like wall space. Canvases do. It finally got cold here in Florida. I actually had to turn my heater on. First time in years. Since I've lived so long in Tennessee, I got used to the cooler weather up there. And I was determined never to turn my heater on unless it got to 63 degrees in the house. Well, we made it there. So I had to turn it on. When it gets to under 60, excuse me, when it gets to under 70, that's when I turn the ceiling fans off. Up until that point, they remain on. It was funny, my parents, when they come over, they would always have flannel shirts on and jackets, and then have to borrow a little cover up blanket. I'm like, well, it's my house. I'll like it cold, so we finally got used to the fact that they have to dress warmly at my house. So that was fun. Because growing up as a child, my parents didn't use a lot of air conditioning. And we lived in South Florida at the time. So imagine that. When it's 85, 90 degrees outside and there's no AC, it's kind of hot. But after a while, you kind of get used to it, which is kind of surprising. But I do like the conveniences of air conditioning, that's for sure. There's some more. Some more bubbles. And just barely touch, and the paint sucks up around it. Well, oh, diddly-dee. There's something in the paint. All right. So what can I do about that? Put a little squiggly in it. Now nobody knows except for you. So when I see how deep it is, I call it taking its temperature. Just something fun for me to think about. And so what I do is I'll tap down and you see how deep it is. And I do that in different places just in case the paint is not even. Well, it's not bad. Another little spin. Then I'll clean up my edges and I'll bring you in. And don't worry, I will recycle any of this loose paint. Try not to waste anything unless you have to. So I bring the paint to the edge, bring it back, and then back again. Have any of you tried to make your own custom colors before? I like playing around with different colors, especially in my area where there's not a whole lot of supplies readily available. So I like to do what I can with what I have. Okay. I think she's pretty. And she's got to shimmer a little bit. Looking for loose bubbles. Sometimes you have to go down on an angle to see them. Because it can be a little sneaky. Something in the paint. All right, so I can do little squigglies forwards, backwards, in all different ways. I'll hide up where that little goober was. All right, so because I did that, I'm going to do a little spin. Make sure the paint bubbles out again. Nice and bright and shiny on a gray day. Let me bring her up. So what do you think? I like her. All right, you'll see her when she's dry. So, what did you think of the tiles I created today? Did you enjoy it? If so, please like and subscribe. And as always, create more art.